Watching, lads?
We're watching drag racing.
Drag racing? Whoa!
That is big. Yeah, the back looks huge. I think it would be.
Wow, just got to the gym, parked up, and glorious blue skies again. Amazing. Josh asked a question about AdWords and then elaborated on it. I'll answer his first question, and that was, if you're tinkering with your AdWords campaign, does that somehow get the Google AdWords algorithm to favour your account, the fact that you just go in and adjust bids, turn things on and off, etc.? To be honest, I haven't noticed that, and in fact, when we ran campaigns like buying 1 million clicks a day, we had the opposite thought. The campaign would be running profitably for years maybe, and we'd be terrified of touching it in case we wrecked it. And we definitely had numerous cases where the AdWords specialists would go in and make a change based on some advice I was giving as the analyst, and they wouldn't be able to unchange it. Because if you make the slightest change to an ad, what you're actually doing is deleting the old ad and creating a new ad, and it has, you know, a fresh history, fresh quality score, I guess. You can't see quality score at the ad level, just at the keyword level, but there is definitely quality scores, whether they call it that or not, it doesn't matter. Definitely things going on in accounts that you wouldn't notice necessarily. Like, so I've tried to load campaigns into a brand new account and they didn't work. Load the new campaign and you look at the keywords and quality scores are 0, 1, 2, 3. It's just not going to run, it's rubbish. And we tried restructuring the account various different ways, different ad copy, different match types, even just subsections of the whole account. No joy, it just wasn't going to run. And then as a last resort, I just suggested to the specialist, why don't you import those new campaigns that you're creating into an old account that's been running for a while, that has history of spend and a quality score and all this kind of stuff. And it ran. So Google obviously favours businesses that are continuously spending and not tinkering. That was our thinking. Something else we noticed was that over time, AdWords policies might change, and some ads that were eligible to run are suddenly not eligible to run. Try loading up new ads identically and they just would be disapproved, but the ads that are running and haven't been touched, they're still running, approved, and they're okay. So we wouldn't be going in to make changes to those ads. We just didn't want the algorithm coming back and doing a sweep through the whole account and disapproving loads of our ads. So one thing I do is I typically don't pause campaigns, because I don't know what happens. When you pause it and then unpause it, does the algorithm come back and check everything? So instead I might just drop the budget, the daily budget, down to 1 cent for the campaign, or all the campaigns, or set a shared daily budget and make it 1 cent for the whole day. So in short, no, I don't think Google rewards you tinkering with your campaigns. I think it's actually the opposite. I try not to tinker with them. Once it's running, leave it running. If you've got something that's running a while and you want to improve on it, sometimes I'll create a brand new version and see if I can beat it with the new version, the new campaign. And if it doesn't work, I'll go back to the old one. Josh then elaborated on that initial question of, if you tinker with a campaign, does it run better, by giving me a bit more of the symptoms in the background. And what he's saying is that sometimes when his business has enough customers, he'll turn off the campaigns. And then when he needs more customers, he'll turn them back on. Been doing this on and off for the last few years, and he thinks that the minute he turns them on, he gets a flood of inquiries and leads. I'm guessing more so than if he left it running for a few weeks. It gets a flood and then it drops off again. And I've definitely seen this happen before, where a brand new project, we load up campaigns and we get a few leads and it seems to run really well for the first few days. People are cracking open their bottles of champagne, extrapolating numbers out for years and growing them, creating spreadsheets and plans. Conversion rate starts dropping and then it levels off and it's lower. I have a theory on it. It's just an idea because I've seen it so often. Maybe people search for 4 weeks for whatever it is you're offering. The first week, then the second week, the third week, the fourth week. Each week, less people are searching, and it's only the most desperate, motivated and annoyed people who are searching by the fourth week, or they're still searching. So I think that at the particular moment you set your campaigns live or unpause them and they're active again, you're suddenly getting seen by the people who've just started searching this week, the people who started searching 2 weeks ago, then 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, the really motivated people. So they suddenly see this new ad, not been happy with all the other ads. They've clicked everything else up to now. They've clicked, they've contacted them, they're not happy. They see this new ad and they contact you. 4 weeks worth of searches all see that ad that kind of day, if that makes sense. 4 weeks worth of searches. Whereas if your ad has been running for 8 weeks, people who just start searching that week, they're going to see it, same as before. But the people who have been searching for 2 weeks, they've already seen your ad. They click through and they didn't like your offer or whatever. So all those other people are 2 weeks, the people who've been searching for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, they've already seen your ad and engaged or not. So that's my thinking on that. I think it's more a case of think about the behaviour of the searchers and what they're seeing in the search results, rather than Google's algorithm. You know, are they doing anything sneaky, trying to encourage us to go in and tinker with their campaigns? Because actually, it's against their interest for you to be tinkering. Saying all that, you should keep bidding on your brand name, because that's all the word of mouth that your hard work is generating. Tired again. I'm on a course tomorrow, so I had to do reports now after midnight to report on the last 30 days. It's actually editing videos for YouTube. Deadly, because I need a bit of that. And I'm actually gate crashing because the numbers are full. I had this crazy little idea. Actually, it wasn't my idea. Somebody mentioned it. I thought, you know what, I might go for that. Bought a domain. It's hosted. Because my hosting and server guy is on holiday and he's geeking out, even though it's past midnight, he's still online fiddling around. So he's hosted it, set up an email address, installed WordPress. I mean, I could do these sorts of things, but he's going to harden it into all sorts of good security related stuff and performance things. I sent a message to my web guy, just mentioning kind of a landing page I'd like built for it. I don't know if he's free, what he's doing tomorrow. Maybe he can get it done tomorrow. If so, by the time I get back from the course, I will be able to create some AdWords campaigns and see if I can generate leads for this idea. If I can generate some leads, then I'll work out what to do with them. I'm not going to work out what to do with them until I've generated them first.